Welcome back, and I'm going to set myself on fire. Okay, what I wanted to show is I got a t-shirt for Christmas that said, you know, yeah, I know I'm on fire, something like this. I know I'm on fire, but I'll put it out when I'm through welding. And over my 35 years, I don't know how many times I've caught myself on fire. Back when I first started, of course, even for years, I was just making, wasn't making a whole lot of money because I was welding, a small welding shop, or I was welding on jobs, and they weren't paying much, so I couldn't afford to go buy fancy leathers and that. And then I was welding on my own for a while for extra money while I was in college, and I wouldn't go buy. I had a welding shirt, but most of the time I would just throw on a flannel shirt, which would get cut and then fray, and then that would fray more, and everything would fray. And then in the wintertime, I would wear those padded flannel shirts. I had an old one, and it tears and rips, and of course it's got all that stuffing inside of it. And I would tear it up. I remember I was welding for a guy at his house. He lived out in the country, and I was welding the trailer, the two big ramp things you lower down to haul up on this trailer. It's a large trailer. And I had to re-weld some pieces on it, and I was welding and welding and welding. Of course, I had my hood down, and I got through, and I finished up, and I lifted my hood, and I saw him walking toward me, and I stood up, started walking toward him, and he's like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And I'm like, what? And I felt the heat a little bit, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, there you go, yeah, sorry, yeah, that's fine. It's normal, do it all the time. And there's times even while I'm welding or grinding, you're so used to that smell that's coming off of the, the welding rods or whatever, and all of a sudden it's like, that's a different smell. I think I'm on fire. You don't even feel it yet because it's just on the outside edge, and sure enough, you lift your hood and you're flaming up. Denim is bad. I wore a denim apron. I made this apron 3 or 4 years ago out of leather myself, and it's you can already see, if I can raise it up high enough, let me lower it down. There's a lot of pitting underneath this belt thing, and that's where sparks have hit. And turn this back up. So, but it's nice because it's leather, and it keeps me from catching on fire. But I've caught my sleeves on fire, I've caught my shirts on fire, coats on fire, I've caught pants on fire. I had some jeans that had a fray in them, caught them on fire. But for years, I bet you 25 to 30, probably 25 years or more, it had to be over that, closer to 30 years. I was using I was working in a welding shop, and somebody just gave me an apron, and it was a denim apron. But it kept me clean, and so I just used it. And because it didn't have any frays, it worked great. If you got a denim thing and no frays in it, works great. But over the years, it's got frays. I still have it. And as you can probably see, it's on fire. And it'll just keep smoldering like that. I actually did this, quit, took off all my gear, and it's still smoldering. So put a little water on it, get it to stop. There we go, better stop now. Okay, I got it good and wet. Hopefully that's all of it. Not much of this. I've ripped it and I've caught it on fire so many times now. It's seen some better days. But so I wanted to recreate that. So what I did is I put that denim, and it's so dirty and coated with stuff that it just smolders. It won't really flame up like a good, clean pair of denims or flannel shirts. Flannel shirts flame up great. They're just wonderful. If you want to catch something on fire, just use some flannel, especially those padded flannel ones. Keep you warm in more ways than one. Got padding, and you can catch them on fire and warm you up that way. So this is some video of just me taking a grinder on a piece of metal, hitting it against that denim I had in front of me on top of this leather, and just letting the sparks hit. And I did not too long ago. I was out here, and I was wearing some I forgot what I was wearing, a shirt. I think I was wearing a shirt or something. And lazy me didn't bother putting my leather apron on. I thought I got a little bit of grinding to do. I do some grinding, I come back and I'm on fire. And it's just maybe a smoldering little circle like that, or I've had flames coming up like this. So anyway, this lets you know, be careful, watch what you wear gloves. You probably see in this thing, I got leather gloves on and the sparks are just nailing it, but I didn't feel a thing. And then with the leather here, helped protect my body. And then I had a face shield on because sparks, and my safety glasses and my earplugs. Had all that on. You won't see all that in the video because I was just trying to shoot up close into my gut where the sparks were going. But it shows it, and it'll catch stuff on fire in the shop. The sparks are just, molten metal and flames, and it'll just catch things on fire. So y'all have a blessed day. Be careful in your shop and keep safety in mind, and try not to get hurt. I've got hurt enough for everybody out there, and no reason for everybody to go through that. So just don't be lazy, have some forethought. And one more thing I want to show you that I made that I need to start using, but if you want, let me know in the comments and I can make one of these, or I won't make another one because I don't need another one, but I'll show you how I made it in a video, a little more detail. But here, let me show you that. So that was my trifold shield, like it's on wheels. I can wheel it around and wrap it around whatever I'm working on. I need to do it more often because usually I got so much junk in the shop, but I'm trying to clear the shop up so it's easier to run things around. Only thing I did wrong with that thing, I just used leftover tin that they used on the side of my shop here. The only thing really wrong with it is that I went and bought Harbor Freight little wheels and welded them on. I got to cut all that off and put some real wheels on it. They just wobble and won't hold up. Don't ever buy them little teeny Harbor Freight ones. They just don't work very well for very long. Anyway, that's it. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.